Prabhupada ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Narayanam Namaskrutyam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatim Uttama Shloke Bhaktiravavati Naishtaki. Grantaraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai. So we're reading one shloka from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, 3rd canto, 22nd chapter, where there is a marriage of Kardama Muni and Devahūti is mentioned here. So here Maharaj Swayambhuva Manu, who is the emperor of the entire universe, he is marrying his daughter to a sadhu, a sage, whose name is Kardama Muni. Now, in the marriage, he gives wonderful jewelry, lots of precious clothes, household articles as a gift to his daughter and their son-in-law, which is the Kardama Muni. So that is a tradition in the Vedic culture that when the daughter gets married, then the father will give lots of gifts to the daughter and to her husband. So in this way, Maharaj Swayambhuva Manu's daughter got married to a sage called as Kardama Muni. Now, next part of the marriage thing is mentioned here, what happens to Maharaj Swayambhuva Manu at the time of marriage. So here it is mentioned in the shloka number 24, Prattam duhitaram samrata sadrikshaya gata vyatha upahaguyya cha bahubhyam autukandyontamatistasya. Translation. Thus relieved of his responsibility by handing over his daughter to a suitable man, Swayambhuva Manu, his mind agitated by the feelings of separation, embraced his affectionate daughter with both his arms. So here it is said that Maharaj Swayambhuva Manu, handing over the hand of his daughter to Kardama Muni, both were suitable to each other. The daughter was also of very good quality, very good. She was a devotee of Lord. And Kardama Muni also was devotee of Lord Krishna. So both of them were really good couple. And Swayambhuva Manu was really happy to see daughter getting married. But then his mind was also in the separation, When you get separated from your family members, then your mind little bit get disturbed, right? So the Swayambhuva Manu, he was very affectionate to his daughter because she was the only very lovable child to the parents. So Swayambhuva Manu got a little emotional and he embraced his affectionate daughter with both his arms. So here in the purport, Srila Prabhupada explains the responsibility of parents. So Prabhupada says, a father always remains in anxiety until he can hand over his grown-up daughter to a suitable boy. A father and mother's responsibility for children continues until they marry them to a suitable spouses, you see. So here is the responsibility that making sure the children grow properly and they get married to a suitable husband or wife, So that until that time the responsibility continues. When the father is able to perform that duty, he is relieved from his responsibility. So when the parents, they get their children married to a suitable spouse, then the responsibility of parents is over now, because then the children are independent. So that is very important, to make sure that the children get married to a proper. Now you see, there's an intercaste marriage system, in India or everywhere else, So one caste person gets married to another. Here, a Kshatriya daughter is getting married to a Brahmana person, So Kardama Muni is of higher order. Actually, he's a Brahmana, and Swayambhuva Manu is Kshatriya. But then the system was prevalent. As long as the match is proper, the boy and the girl both are inclined towards the spirituality, then the life will be successful. Otherwise, not. So further in the shloka, it is mentioned that in this shloka, Ashaknuvam stada viraham munchan bashpa kalam muhu ashina chad amba vatseti netro de duhitum shikham. The emperor was unable to bear the separation of his daughter. Therefore, the tears poured from his eyes again and again, drenching his daughter's head as he cried, "My mother, my daughter, my dear daughter." So here you can see that Swayambhuva Manu is very much attached to his daughter. And he says that, here the shloka says that he was so much affectionate that the tears started flowing from his eyes. He was he was crying in separation, because now the daughter is going to be away from the father. So he cried, and he was saying that asinad amba vatseti netro dair duhitam shikaha. So here Maharaj Swayambhuva Manu is calling his daughter Amba. The word used is Amba. Amba is another name for mother, actually. So here Srila Prabhupada explains this in the purport. The word Amba is significant. A father sometimes addresses his daughter in affectionate as mother, and sometimes as my darling. So in Vedic culture, ladies is like all the women, they are addressed as Mataji or mother, because that is the proper way to address. So here Swayambhuva Manu also now the daughter, but daughter is also respectfully sometimes called as mother. The feeling of separation occurs because until the daughter is married, she remains as a daughter of father. But after marriage, she is no longer claimed as a daughter in the family. She must go to the husband's house, for after marriage, she becomes the property of the husband. So until marriage, the daughter remains the part of the father's family. But then after the marriage, she becomes the part of the family of husband. So that is a feeling of separation for Maharaj Swayambhuva Manu. According to Manu Samhita, a woman is never independent. She must remain property of father while she is not married, and she must remain the property of husband until she is elderly and has grown up children for her own. In the old age, when the husband has taken sannyas and left home, she remains the property of sons. A woman is always dependent either upon father, husband, or elderly son. That will be exhibited in the life of Devahūti. Devahūti's father handed over responsibility to her husband Kardama Muni, and in the same way, Kardama Muni also left home, giving the responsibility to his son Kapil Dev. This narration will describe these events one after another. So here, Vedic culture, women are protected. Women are always looked after by either their father or husband, or in the old age by son who grows up. Mother or woman, they are always looked after and protected by the members of the family, and that is the role and responsibility, making sure that women of the family are protected. So that is the responsibility. So until the daughter gets married, it's the responsibility of the father to protect her. Then after she gets married, then it is the responsibility of the husband to protect her wife, his wife. And then when the old age, people take sannyas, they leave the home to go to the jungle, forest. At that time, it becomes the responsibility of the elderly son to look after the mother. So that is how the Vedic culture teaches us that a woman has to be protected all the time because she needs help all the time. So here it is the responsibility of the father and the mother to look after the daughter, making sure that she gets married to a proper husband. So that is very important. So we'll pause here. We'll continue our study tomorrow. Randraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai.